everything we know after mum allegedly helped 13-year-old son plan school shooting as a reward for babysitting. Ashley Pardo and her son remain in custody, facing charges relating to the teenager's plot to commit a massacre on school grounds. A community in San Antonio, Texas, descended into panic in May after it became known that a boy had been preparing to carry out a massacre on the grounds of Jemiah Road Middle School, which is located just a 50-minute drive from the city centre. In May, the schoolboy arrived on campus wearing a mask, camouflage jacket and tactical pants, but left shortly after, police confirmed, before later catching up with him away from the school and charged him with terrorism. According to the court documents, his mum, Ashley Pardo, had taken him to a military store, where she bought him the gear, including ammunition. The 33-year-old reportedly purchased the equipment as a reward in exchange for babysitting his siblings, officials claim. Meanwhile, the teenager's grandmother blew the whistle on her grandson as she ran the police to inform them of her fears after he told her that he was going to be famous before leaving for school on the 12th of May. Who is Ashley Pardo and her son? Ashley Pardo is a mum of at least 2 children. The first being the 13-year-old who she is accused of having been an accomplice in his plans to carry out a school shooting. The other known child being an infant who is at 11 months old. She took a picture of herself pointing a shotgun at her baby. Her teen son was a student at Jemiah Rose Middle School and was a known delinquent, with court records noting that he was accused of setting fires when he was just 11 years old. It has also been reported that the teenager has previously been found hitting a live bullet with a hammer. Both the mother and her son remain in custody. In the US, children under the age of 18 who have been arrested in relation to a crime are rewarded anonymity until adulthood or up until their case is transferred to an adult court. In this instance, Pardo's teen son's identity will be protected by law in the initial stages of the case, but can soon be released if a judge ruled that it is in the public's interest due to the certainty of the case. So the charges Ashley is facing and also the court orders. Ashley has become the first person in Bexar County history to face a charge of aiding in the commission of terrorism after the officials accused her of arming her 13-year-old son with a plot to carry out mass violence at his San Antonio Middle School. As mentioned previously, Pardo allegedly bought several things to help her son commit a shooting, such as ammunition, tactical gear and loaded magazines, according to court documents. It is claimed that Pardo gave her son the equipment to kill in exchange for babysitting his siblings, officials said. The mum was arrested in relation to the incident but posted a $75,000 bond. Aiding in the commission of terrorism isn't the only charge Pardo is facing, as she was arrested on August 1st on a new charge of endangering a child with criminal negligence. The fresh charge came after an image was found among evidence of the shooting plot, which was allegedly sent from Pardo to the father of her 11-month-old child, according to the arrest warrant. The image is said to have shown her holding a shotgun to the infant's head with her finger on the trigger guard as the baby reached for the barrel of the gun, the police said. Jesus Christ. Like, there's people out there who struggle to have kids. There are people out there who would give nothing more than to have kids of their own. But unfortunately, for one reason or another, they cannot have children of their own. And yet you get people out there who are married, who can have the ability to carry children and give birth to children, but yet they take it for granted and they do sick shit such as this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? It makes me so angry. Like, I just don't understand people. Like, why would you do sick shit like this? I know people will put it down to mental health and whatnot. Sure, possibly, you could always put it down to mental health. But it just makes me really, really sick. In the text, she allegedly called the baby a brat and stated, "Tell her to keep being bad." After her arrest on Friday, The mother was ordered to have no contact with her children, and she must wear an ankle monitor if released from jail, with a bond set at $45,000. She is unable to own firearms or drink alcohol, as per the judge's orders. According to the police, she showed no guilt for the charges she faces. Of course not, why would she? With San Antonio Police Chief William McManus stating during a news conference in May she appeared to be dismissive and unconcerned with her son's behaviour. Her behaviour is not only dangerous, it's abhorrent, especially as a parent. Charges Pardo's son faces. The teenager is currently only facing a third-degree felony firearm charge, possession of a prohibited weapon, although it is expected that he will face more charges. He also has been deemed a risk to public safety, and so his grandmother's plea for him to be released into her custody with a GPS tracker has been thrown out by the judge. His next hearing is set for August 7th. I just want to say this about so much respect for the grandmother. She knew something was off with her grandson in the beginning when he told her that he was going to be famous. She had a really bad feeling about it, and she trusted her judgment, she trusted her gut, and she acted upon her instinct as by getting in touch with the police. So what inspired the boy to want to commit a school shooting? Authorities allege Pardo's son drew maps of his school months before his arrest, which was marked as suicide route, as his fascination with white supremacist mass shootings led him to plan an attack at Rhodes Middle School. It was discovered that the teenager had been researching the facts around the horrific 2019 Christchurch massacre, allegedly telling his grandmother, who reported to police, that he was going to be famous. Also a reference to Brenton Tarrant, who committed the mass shooting on the New Zealand church, killing 51 people. As for the home, authorities say they found white supermass slogans and symbols such as references to 14 Wheels, SS, and swastikas, as well as an improvised explosive device, handwritten lists of mass shooters and their victims, and evidence of an obsession with violence. McManus said the family's behaviour and what was found within the home, had forced authorities to act fast. Some very disturbing things found inside the house, he said. That kind of was an indication to us that we needed to move very quickly. White school let the team back in despite findings. San Antonio Independent School District officials found violent drawings in the boy's possession, including maps of the school. Despite the findings, he was allowed back on campus on the 8th of May after spending time at an alternative program, with the police chief Johnny Reyes stating, "I can understand the parents' concerns, but again, the students have a right to be in school unless it poses an intimate threat." According to court documents, on the 12th of May, the teen arrived to school wearing a mask, tactical pants and a camouflage jacket, causing the school to alert the police. What Jeremiah Rhodes Middle School have said. On the 12th of May, Rhodes Middle School's principal issued a statement to parents on Facebook. "Dear families, I want to inform you of an incident that involved a student. Our police department investigated a concern with some posts that the student made online. The student was detained off campus and is being charged with terrorism. Please know we take all potential threats seriously and act immediately to protect everyone in our care. We will always remain vigilant to ensure our learning and working environment is safe and secure. Student safety is a top priority at San Antonio Independent School District schools, and we want to keep families informed of situations as soon as we are able. We thank you for your support." A week later, the school posted to the social media platform to inform parents that students should not bring backpacks to the school gates for the remainder of the academic year. No more student backpacks will be allowed for the rest of the school year, it urged. The parents were worried following the news that the youngster had plotted to carry out a school shooting on Rhodes Middle School grounds, as well as alleging that the only communication of the incident they received was from a Facebook post. One concerned mother commented on the initial post, "This should not be the only way to communicate something like this." Absolutely, I completely agree. What if the mother reading that was not on Facebook and her child was in our school. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Common sense. The mother is out on bond, and I did not feel safe sending my son the rest of the school year. A phone call or email would have been better than posting on Facebook. What if something had happened? Exactly my point. What if something did happen? Oh, well, we made a post about it on Facebook. What the fuck? That's not good enough. Phone, email, text, whatever you gotta do. That's how you get a hold of the parents. Not by fucking Facebook, not by Twitter, none of that shit. With another mum added, poorly worded response from the school made the situation sounded a lot less serious than it actually is. The tone of his letter sounds like Rhodes had something simple as an electrical issue at school, not a possible mass shooting being interfered. The tone of his letter sounds like Rhodes had something simple as an electrical issue at school, not a possible mass shooting being intervened, or interfered, however you pronounce the word. With a third typing, what's going to happen now? She's out on bond and who knows where her child is. What if they both go to the school? Yeah, that's also true. A worry that other parents agree with, as another mum asked, what are the precautions taken in this situation? I'm scared to send my child to school. Unilad has contacted San Antonio Independent School District for comment. I think a lot of you guys are probably going to feel the way I feel about this news, about this situation. The mother was 100% to blame. The school did a really, really poor job of trying to communicate to the parents and expressing the seriousness of the situation. Thank God for the grandmother, because she really helped the situation. And above all else, thankfully, the kids are safe and nobody was actually hurt. And hopefully, the mother, Ashley Pardo, never gets to see the light of day anytime soon. So with that being said, thank you all for tuning in to today's episode. Until next time, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.